you're probably not going to be able to answer this question, but have we got some sort of positive idea of what is actually causing the problem?
And that is the world's most difficult question to answer, I have to say. Again, 15, 20 years ago, we discovered that dopamine agonists, this group of drugs used for Parkinson's, improved RLS, and it definitely does. However, subsequently, we've done a lot of gene studies looking at linking, and there's a greater link to iron, and particularly brain iron, and lacks in some bits of the brain, to causing this, because it is largely a brain condition, although the symptoms are in the legs. Quite why, we don't know. There is secondary RLS, and that again tends to link into iron, because the times you get it are things like severe chronic kidney disease, and they tend to be anemic. In pregnancy as well, we get this difference in iron, and also it can be linked to other conditions. In those cases, actually, it's in a way better, because if you can treat the condition, then the RLS will go away. Unfortunately, in the case of pregnancy, the only treatment you've got is to deliver the baby, and certainly RLS is not bad enough to have a premature delivery, but you can at least say to the woman, actually, if you can get through to the end of the pregnancy, the RLS should go away.
Yeah, you talked about iron deficiency. I mean, Connor has asked whether this is a serum ferritin problem. Now, I'm not quite sure of the relationship between serum ferritin, iron deficiency, and in particular brain iron deficiency. Perhaps you can answer the question and address how you specifically increase brain iron.
Yes, well, ferritin is a protein, and it's linked to iron stores, and so it's a very good marker for whether you are iron replete or depleted. The difficulty is that if you look at the normal range for ferritin in most labs, it is based on anemia and that side rather than brain iron. And so often, for example, my local lab, a normal ferritin starts at 20. However, in RLS, really a minimum of 75 is needed to get that brain iron in there. Treatment is also a problem. Often people who have RLS don't seem to absorb iron so well. And so some of the RLS centers are now starting to do iron infusions, and they'll infuse people with RLS if their ferritin is below 100, so slightly higher than the 75 target. And that is more likely to work, but it is such a weird condition because it doesn't always work. For some people, it is an absolute game changer. Suddenly they're better. For other people, it makes no difference, and that does suggest that it is a syndrome rather than an individual disease. There are various causes, and so no two people are completely alike. But certainly one of the things we're pushing for as a charity is to get more iron infusion available in the UK, because surprisingly the one and only main RLS clinic in the UK, which is at King's, weren't offering iron infusions for some time. But if you're looking in Europe, for example, it's become much more standard.